guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I was looking for a natural hairstyle that I could wear to work in the coming week, and I decided to try out the spicy ponytail tutorial from Crowned K. And I just decided to do a little twist to it and use a Marley hair ponytail instead of a straight hair ponytail. So if you like the way it looks and you want to see how I achieved this, then please keep watching. I'm starting off with freshly washed hair, which I had put into 12 individual twists. I had already moisturized my scalp with castor oil. Now I'm going in with my Cantu Shea Butter leave-in conditioner. I'm just applying that to the ends of my hair and the shaft of my hair, just to keep it moisturized during this style. I'm just spreading it around so that I get all the sections. Next, I'm going in with my Tangle Teaser brush. I've only had this for a week, but it has made a world of difference in my life. As you can see, there's no need for me to actually separate my twists so that I start brushing or combing. This brush is just really amazing. Did I say really enough times? I mean, look at that brush go. Now it sounds like a Tangle Teaser commercial, but I'm sure you get the gist of what I'm saying. Now we're moving on to the hardest part of this hairstyle. The parting or sectioning is a nightmare, but I think my actual problem is in sectioning 4C hair. I might need to do a lot of research on ways to make it easier to part my hair because I did a heck of a fail. In any case, what I'm trying to do here is to separate my hair into a front section that runs from ear to ear and a back section where the ponytail is going to be attached. Yo, it is absolute struggle town. But then at some point I decided it was relatively straight and I had to give up. Now I'm moving on to parting the front section. I'm going to do 3 sections in the front. Parting this hair definitely took the longest time for me. It actually took me 12 minutes to get these parts and I wasn't 100% satisfied. So what I would recommend is that if you have anyone who can actually help you, then by all means, please just get someone else to do it for you. But if there's no one, you know, they say practice makes perfect, and that's what I'm going to try do. So probably next time when I do a tutorial, or like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tutorials later, I might do a lot better. I didn't have any clips for sectioning my hair, so once I parted the hair into sections, I twisted each section just to keep the hair from crossing over into the different sections. For the middle section, I split it into 2 because I wanted to do a middle braid. And apparently the easiest way for you to get that is for you to split your section into 2 and then part half the hair from the first section and half the hair from the second section. As expected, this was no walk in the park either, but let's just be glad that no animals were harmed in the making of this tutorial. Next I'm going in with my Dax Black Freeze Gel, which I got from the supermarket. You can use any black gel that you have access to. I'm using that on the sides of the cornrow hair just so that it gels together and there are no flyaways. Although, since my partings were not straight to begin with, there's still going to be that look of flyaways. It is looking a little crazy, but trust the process. I'm repeating that same process on the bigger sections so that I do 2 larger corners on the sides of the tiny middle corner. For each of these corners, I am going all the way to the very end because I also do not have any hair rubber bands. So I'm unable to stop the braid halfway and let it just live its life and be great. When I'm working on the ends of my cornrows, I'll braid until about halfway and then I'll start twisting because I found that it's easier when I do it that way, especially when I want to unravel it. I'm just repeating the same process on the other side. The first time when I tried this hairstyle, I found that my side cornrows were not symmetrical. So what I decided to do this time around is to make sure that they fall on the outer edges of the parts that I made for them. Does that make sense? I hope it does because it makes sense to me. Now moving on to the part that puts the spice in Spicy Ponytail. And that, my friends, is the rubber band section. As you know, your girl has got no access to rubber bands. So I did not let that get me down. I just decided to do twists instead. So for each section, I started off by putting the Dax gel, and then I would split it into two and twist all the way down. The original Crowned K tutorial had a total of 6 boxes, but I felt like I didn't have enough space to do 6 boxes, so I did 4 instead. I'm just repeating the steps that I did with the 2 front boxes. I'm applying the gel first and then I start to twist, but after twisting about 2 times, I then add in the twist from the opposite side in the first row. Once both of the back twists are complete, I am just twisting them together so that I have just one twist at the very back. I just went ahead and repeated the same process on the other side, and now it's time to deal with the back. So I started by spraying it with water in a Tresemme bottle, and then I started adding gel, and I mean lots of it, and I brushed my hair with the Tangle Teaser brush. After that, I just gathered it up into a tiny little bun. Next, I went in with my Iso Plus Jamaican Black Castor Oil Edge Holding Gel. This was actually my first time trying to do anything fancy with my edges, so pardon me if it's just not up to standard. I then whipped out my brush and started sculpting my edges, but as someone who doesn't actually know what they're doing, I was just hoping that I wouldn't look ridiculous. But yeah, the goofy grin at the end of this clip shows you just how weird this was for me. Next, I just put my hair in a scarf and I let the style sit and dry overnight. So it's the next day and it's time for the DIY ponytail. What you'll need is strands of Marley hair. Grab one strand and fold it into half. You should have a loop on the one side and 2 tail ends on the other. Take your loop through your scrunchie and put your left hand through the loop and grab the 2 tail ends and pull them through. You should have a knot on the scrunchie. Then just use that to move the Marley hair towards where the rest of the Marley hair is. And voila, you've got a ponytail. Now it's time for the big reveal where we take off the head wrap. And ooh, it is looking fresh. Yeah, the parting hasn't changed from yesterday, but everything looks laid. And now we're just going to try to attach the ponytail. Join the 2 scrunchies so that you hold them as if you're holding just the one scrunchie. Put them on your right hand and then use that to attach the scrunchie to your bun. The normal way you would tie a scrunchie to a bun. Flip your ponytail over and then look for one piece of hair that you can use to secure your ponytail. Now what you're going to do with that piece is to wrap it around the base of the ponytail, going all the way around to where your natural hair bun is. And then you need to do it several times until the strand of hair runs out. Other people like to add bobby pins when you get to the end of it, but then I felt it wasn't necessary because of the texture of this Marley hair. I didn't think it would separate. But tell me that doesn't look fresh. Tell me that doesn't look like it's my hair, yo. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If this was your first time stopping by here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get more uploads from me. Bye!